Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here and welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys another solo combat site in our C1 wormhole with the potato, the Dominics that I've built out here. It's a lot of fun, but I think that this site will show you guys that the Dominics may not be the best battleship for these sites, because the drone management is going to turn out to be quite horrendous. Of course, I'm making a few mistakes myself here, so I'm starting with putting out the guards and targeting the stuff that I want to destroy first, so those vigilant sentries and the awakened escort, because I know that my guards can actually hit them. And yeah, I let this go for a little bit. I see a few hits going on the vigilant sentries, and so I'm thinking, well, this is looking okay. They've chosen that target first, but what I'm missing at this point is that 3 of my guards are actually trying to fire at the escort. So I gamble and see if, well, is something happening? Why are they missing that sentry? And so I put a few on them on the vigilant sentry, seeing what the hell is going on. But yeah, they were just firing at the emergent escort and missing, of course. So now my damage is actually split in between those 2 targets, and finally I notice it and I actually start targeting the frigate, because yeah, one of my guards is actually shooting him. You can also see that just these 2 vigilant sentry towers, they do a lot of damage. They shoot through the shields of my Dominics pretty damn quickly. Normally it lasts quite a little bit longer, so I have to start some armor wrapping, a little bit of micromanagement extra to do here. And I decide with the guards out to go for the awakened escort. But here the problems are already starting. This awakened escort has actually chosen one of my guard 2s as its target. So I hope that the damage is high enough to get rid of him. I quickly pull him back and I see the next spawn, another 4 no, it's actually 3 frigate class sleepers with 2 mediums. So I decide to break out the hobgoblins and go after the small ones first. This is how we usually do these sites, because you leave the triggers for the next spawn for last as much as you can. But here we go, you can really see that if you're out here solo, your drones are really targets that the sleepers like to go for, because I drop the hobgoblins and right away one of them gets targeted and starts to take some serious damage. So I break him out again and again try to get rid of these small emergent patrollers. At this point, the one lucky thing is that they tend to orbit very close to you, so if one of your small drones is under attack, it's actually okay, you can pull them back at a moment's notice, basically. But yeah, that was a pretty bad start for this site, you know, missing the target calling of 3 of my guards right there early on cost me a lot of time. And now here, as you can see, another hobgoblin under attack by these guys. So his shields get blasted away pretty quickly, so I'm forced to call him back again, losing some time, losing some DPS on these small sleeper drones. And unfortunately, it's only the beginning for this site. So here we go, I'm going to blast through this patroller with just 4 hobgoblins. Again, one of them gets targeted. Luckily, he's destroyed pretty quickly. The bonus on the Dominics, of course, helping the drones get through these sleepers a bit more quickly. Next up, awakened escort at 44. So we're seeing full 5 hits, and then, oh, there you go, a little bit of repping or remote repping happening there as well. So this is also going to start costing me some time. And here the problems, they just continue. Again, one of my guards is targeted. I'm targeted as well, so I get to armor boost here and there as well a little bit. I decide, well, let's start targeting these guys, see if they can tank it a little bit, and then maybe just add some remote repping, since I have a few. I think it's 2 mediums. Of course, I make a mistake, I target the wrong guard too. But here finally, with only 1 escort left, I can also rep these guards while they take care of that awakened escort for the final trigger. So here we go, just 1 more volley through the structure, and there we go, full armor. I'm thinking now, yeah, okay, it's actually looking okay now. If we can get rid of these final 4 mediums pretty quickly. That's looking okay, but there they go again, obsessed with my own drones. They target another guard right away. So I gotta do some management here once again. I start to target the guard. I de-target the one I was already repping. Now I try to rep this guy, but you're gonna see the damage is actually pretty substantial, especially when they also put the missiles on there. They're pretty big chunks. I can rep it a little bit, but it's really hard, so I do decide to pull him back. At this point, maybe I could have done it, I'm not sure, but I didn't want to risk a volley through the structure of this guard either. I have no reserves in this Dominic. So we continue on with just 4 guards. This is gonna slow me down once again, and yep, they go for the next one. So these sleepers really wanted to survive and to get rid of my DPS on the field here. Pretty damn annoying. So I'm pulling them back again. Now I place them back, hoping that yeah, let's hope that they finally start to switch to me, but nope, there we go again, straight for one of the guards. So yeah, they are really annoying. I think I just have to wait a little bit longer until they finally do start to hit me, but again, that's time wasted too. So the drone management in the Dominics against the sleepers, it's real, and it's something that I do experience when I do some of these combat sites solo. But I must say, take just one friend with you, and this problem is non-existent. In my experience, just having another player in there with 2 ships, for some reason the sleepers will almost always just bounce in between the 2 ships and leave your drones alone, except maybe for the odd exception that they will target one of the probably 10 drones on the field. But it's a lot more manageable, and you lose a lot less of your DPS. And here you can actually start to see the picture. 3 of my guards in armor, 1 of them is actually in structure as well. So I'm taking the chance now to yeah, get rid of the final 2 while remote repping their target. But this site has really been a pain in the butt. Constantly these sleepers were going after my drones. I had to do a lot of micromanagement, and with just one other person there, you really avoid this headache. And yeah, it's a reason why maybe the Dominics is not the best battleship for these C1 sleeper sites. Something like maybe a missile boat with small drones is an option that would require less management, but could still do these sites very effectively. But yeah, there you go. That's the situation. The final cruiser finally down, and now I have to rep back these 2 other guards, and one of them even has some structure damage, so I was actually pretty close. So just one fast volley by these sleepers and that would have cost me that drone. And yeah, this is actually a pretty long time to do a C1 site in a battleship solo. I made some mistakes as well, but really the sleepers going full on after my drones caused me a lot of headaches. And so here finally, when I rep the final drone, I can start to salvage and get some loot. So yeah, there you go guys. I want to show you the micromanagement. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.